Hey everyone, I'm Pion and welcome to Deep Sky Derelicts. What is Deep Sky Derelicts, you ask? I like to call it a turn-based space role-playing card game. It was in early access for a year now and will get its full release on the 26th of October, and this is what it looks like. So I'm in a fight right now. This is my team of 3 space scavengers, and they're scavenging derelict spaceships, and those are 2 wormlings I have to kill. So the game is turn-based, so it's a round-based system, so every character has 1 turn per round. You can see the turn order down here, which is based on an initiative system, so highest to lowest initiative numbers, and they can change based on cards and stats and whatever, so this might change around, but it's always 1 turn per character, and every character has its own deck, and you draw cards from that deck, and then you can play those cards. Usually you play 1 card per turn, but I will make an exception for first time already, because I got the card Craft Supplies, which has the Energize 1 effect, and Energize 1 means that you can play an extra card afterwards. So we first play Craft Supply, which lets me draw 3 cards and choose 1, and the others 2 will be well, I draw that 1 and the other 2 will be discarded. I think I'm gonna go for the single shot. Just plain firepower seem to work fairly well. And now I'm gonna use an attack, and I'm gonna go for the aimed shot and hope that I get a little lucky and kill one of those wormlings in 1 shot. It deals 12 to 16 damage, as you can see, and maybe that's enough to kill one of them. That was a crit, so that was more than enough. And that killed one of them. That's good. That's a good start. Radiation shot. Yeah, why not? Oh wait, I could do fire. Which is also an energized card, and that will amplify my ranged attack and give me more weapon damage and burn. So that might actually be enough to kill both of them before they can fight back. That would be interesting. Let's see. No, he survives 1 HP. Okay, so, well, he burned. Never mind. Okay, that was a short fight, but that was a fight. Okay, so you get some loot afterwards. Most of them is trash. This is actually, no, this is a quest item. That's good. That's good. And that is a weapon, a heavy melee weapon. I don't think I can use those. Let me check really quick, but I don't think I use, well, actually I use heavy melee weapons. Never mind, I do. Level 2 heavy melee weapon. This is level 1 though. This is probably worse. Yeah, oh, actually they deal the same damage. So, as you can see, every item has its own cards. That is because you don't have a base deck. Like, your deck depends on the items you use. So you can have up to 4 items for every character, and depending on their class, they have different slots. So this one only has 3: a heavy weapon slot, a tool slot, and a shield core slot. This guy has a ranged weapon slot, a tool slot, or 2 tool slots, and a shield core slot. And this one is my well, ranged fighter, I guess. He has a ranged weapon, an energy blade, tool, and a shield core slot. And every weapon has up to 2 mods. And those mods can usually also give you cards, but also improve the stats of those cards. So let's first check if I want to swap this weapon. So both deal 8 damage, so they're the same there. This is a wrecker, and they're both wrecker, but this is a level 2 wrecker, so it's probably better. It has single strike, 2 single strikes, and 2 bashes. And this one has 2 single strikes, a bash, a heavy strike, and a stunning blow. Actually, I'm not sure that the other one is better. What does bash do? 90% weapon damage. Target receives -5 initiative for 3 turns. That's not, like, okay, reducing initiative is not that useful, so that's just worse than the single strike. And I have 2 of those on this one. Remind us, like, this is an attack card more than the other, which is a plus on its own already, in my opinion. And it has heavy strike, which deals 100%, no, 110% damage. That's better. Why is this level 1? 10% chance to stun for 1 turn. That's way better. That's way better. And a stunning blow, which deals less damage but stuns. This is way better. I'm definitely gonna swap that. Okay. Well, they will give me some money when I can sell it, so that's good. Okay, let's take a look at the other things really quickly. So, for example, this character has a shield core, which gives him a shield and also 2 shield cards, and those are self-recharging cards, which really, well, recharge the shield. The shield will recharge between every battle, so it's good to keep it up during a fight, because that means you don't take permanent damage, which you don't have to heal, which is very expensive. So yeah, you want to keep your shield up. High shields are very, very valuable, so having a good shield core is very good. I don't have good ones, and I don't have a lot of shield mods either. I got a lot of tools and stuff. For example, this level 2 tech tool, which increases max shield as well and gives me +3 tech, which is a stat which does things. It improves some cards and stuff, I think shield, for example. And it gives me 2 recharge shield cards, which allows me to recharge shields of my allies, which is okay. It's not great. 33% is not that much, but it's still useful. And I have a Technicans Energy Manipulator, which is a level tech tool mod. So it's a mod for a tech tool. This is a tech tool, so I can use it here. And it gives +7 tech, which again is a stat. And gives me the projectile interference field, which is very strong if you're melee based, which I'm not, which makes this a little less useful because it denies range attacks basically for everyone, which can be good. Situational a little bit. Like it's good if you want to charge up your shields for the next few turns. That's very useful. You see the full deck down here, and all those cards come from those items. Like this is all the cards. This is why he has so many cards, because he has lots of mods. So those all give items. Like he has way less cards, and he has even fewer cards. So that's how the equipment part works, and I think that's actually the best part of the game. Like how the inventory stuff and the deck building works is pretty cool. I kind of like it. So having every item being part of your deck, so that's just cool. They additionally give some stats, which is okay, but that's not a fun part, obviously. That also means that like getting you equipment is not just a stat boost. It gives you new cards. Or different cards, which is like that's cool. That's a heavy impact on your playstyle. So and makes interesting choices. So I really dig this part of the game. It's by far the best part of the game. Spoiler alert: I don't like the rest of the game too much. It's not bad. It's not terrible. Don't get me wrong, but it's a little blunt, I guess. So when you're on a space derelict, most of the time you spend in this view, which is the scanner view, which shows you like the rooms. You can close your PDA and then you're in the room, but that doesn't let you do anything as long as there's no fight or something to do here. So usually you go into PDA mode and choose the scanner up here, so you see where you are. And this is where we landed, so that's not where I want to go. These tiles are unscanned, but I know I can go there. Those are scanned tiles or visited tiles, and I'm gonna use my scanner here. Which costs energy points. Oh, energy points is important. This is your energy bar or energy point pool, and it goes down when it reaches 0. You lose, you die. You don't want to have that happen. However, I have a medium energy cell here. As soon as my energy drops to 0, this will automatically be used. Don't make the mistake and right-click this. You can salvage any item into energy if you want to. Well, not quest items, I guess, but I could salvage this into 22 energy, which is not a lot, but it can be good in some situations. Like if you're really desperate and need a few more points of energy, then this is good. Don't do this with energy cells, because it will be recycled to 20 energy instead of giving you 300 when it's being used. You cannot activate it though. It will activate automatically when your energy reaches 0. So that's a little unintuitive. But back to the map. So I scanned, which didn't reveal anything interesting. So let's move over there, which cost me even more energy. And that's a dead end. Well, I guess we go up there then. And that's a dead end as well. Okay. Good. Well, not good. Let's go there. And use the scan. Like it's sometimes you can just wander around, but if you have multiple tiles that are unexplored, then usually scanning is worthwhile. So what I'm gonna do is now is going there. And then put a scanner here. Okay, there's something. So that's usually some loot you can find. So you go there, it automatically closes the PDA, which is very useful. And then you have a search button. Sometimes it's here, like it can be somewhere, because it basically, I think it's meant to be contextual. So I'm searching this part of the room and not this one. So yeah, it's a weird touch, but it's usually easy to spot, so that's not a problem. And I got a destroyed shield core, which is a trash item, but it will give me some money when I'm back at the base. So, okay, that's a dead end over here as well. Interesting. Well, not necessarily. It's a little annoying that you can't see walls. Like, I'm not 100% sure if the room is actually ending here. Oh, actually, you see the ship outline, so it probably is. But sometimes you're not 100% sure, because if you discovered a tile by scanning at max range, like if you scan at max range and that's the tile you discovered, then you don't see the little dots, I think. Which is a little, yeah, it's a little annoying, because you sometimes don't know if that's actually a wall or not. So let's use the scanner again. Okay, it's another dead end. I guess we go here. Okay, search button is here again. Well, bad for demonstration. More trash items or junk items. Let's go here and use the scanner again. Okay, this is like an energy search room. They have effect on combat. Let's not go there. Let's go there instead. Oh, there were more wormlings. Okay. Well, I guess we have a real fight this time. 5 wormlings. Like, they're not strong, but they're a lot, and they can deal damage. So I want to try to kill as many as possible. God damn it. Okay, the quick ones are the ones with the big HP numbers. So maybe I can take this one out. Oh yeah, I have a good chance of taking that one other than aimed shot. So let's try that. And kill it before it does something. No, that's not enough. Unfortunate. Okay. I mean, I can still finish it off. That's 20 damage though. I can... Again, it's not enough to kill one of the others. So... Oh, also damage is going down. So now I'm definitely gonna shoot at the one with 1 HP just to make sure he dies. That's a little bit wasted damage here, but I have to kill him sooner or later anyway, so yeah. Okay, with the crit I could have killed one of the 21 HP ones maybe. Okay, bite into the shield. This one is doing a bite as well. And they're reducing the shield of that dude. He's called Worm, interestingly enough, fighting against wormlings. It's kind of funny. Well, not really. Anyway, I could attack, or I could use the shield self-recharge, but he's still on 11 shield, which should be okay if I kill one of them, which I can do. Not gonna use a stunning blow here, actually. Gonna use a single strike, because a stunning blow might be useful for actually stunning someone and not just killing them. So let's do this. And then one of them attacks. But this guy, so that's okay. Well, let's try to... I could use those cards, but they're not really useful right now. Like, it's, again, most of the time, and especially against wormlings, like, brute strength, like, just brute strength is getting you the win, usually. If you're not running out of attack cards, that is. Like, Mark Target is useful. Mark Target is a useful card, don't get me wrong, but it's good on enemies that have a lot of HP because it debuffs them, and that allows me to, like, get multiple attacks in with the buff, which is better than just, like one attack more, but all of them are weaker. But in this case, where the enemies are killed with 1 or 2 shots, that's not really that useful. So let's go for a kill here. Let's try to kill one of them. You can also, like I didn't do that, I should have, because now I say I don't have another attack card. You can check the cards of your other characters. And even some stats for your enemies. You don't see their cards though. So I should have checked if he actually has an attack card. He doesn't, so he can't kill that wormling, which is annoying. Can't use that, don't have a range attack. Projectile interference shield, not useful against the worms. Detect vulnerabilities, well, yeah, sure. Let's recharge the shield, that's probably a good idea. Good time for that. Let's recharge some shield if we can't do much more. I could have instead boosted, I guess, but I don't think that's worthwhile. So there's a boost button down here. That costs 100 energy though. It gives you 2 cards and recharges 20% of your shield, which is okay, but 100 energy is a lot. And actually, combat takes energy as well, if you didn't notice yet. Like, energy is going down for everything I do, so that's a little annoying. No, don't use that. Let's use a provoking strike. It's a very useful ability because this guy is pretty tanky. He has a huge shield, and provoking strike will, well, provoke enemies to attack him. So all of them will try to attack him now. He has taunt. So that's good. Probably don't really need it though. So let's just kill this one. And still no attack card. Well, I guess we detect vulnerabilities. And then finish him off. So the combat system, I don't know, it's a little boring. Like the cards, it's basically opposite to the equipment system. The equipment system adds interesting choices because you get different cards, but it all falls flat on its face during the combat because the cards aren't that different to each other. Like all those attacks do around the same amount of damage. Some give small buffs or debuffs. Like the biggest thing is that you get a stun. Most of the utility cards are not that great, except for shield recharges. Those are pretty decent sometimes. I don't know. The combat system is not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not terrible. It's not super boring, but it gets a little bit repetitive. The choices you make are not that interesting usually. So that's kind of a problem. Mark target, sure. Don't have attack cards. There we go. Okay. But it's a little boring, and that's a problem because it's the most it's what you spend most of your time at. So I got way more wormling intestines, which is good because I need those for requests. I might have enough now. And whaling, conserving presence, enhancer, level 2 mental tool mod. I don't have mental tools. I can't use that at all. Okay, unfortunate. So yeah, I got the quest. Okay, that's good. So I can collect some money when I'm back at base, and now I can search the room and get more stuff, more junk. But that's good. Okay. We have a main mission on every ship. You're looking for the bridge of the ship and getting some secret data because you're looking for some secret location, story-wise, that is. So you have a main mission every ship to get the data, and that will unlock more derelicts for you to scavenge or explore. And so that's the main gist of the game. Okay, this seems to be a dead end. So we go through the energy search, I guess. Let's go there. Kind of running out of energy. Oh, okay. Janitors. Janitor robots. Yeah, those are standard enemies as well. By the way, there are not that many different enemy types so far, which is a little unfortunate. 3 janitors. That could hurt a little bit. So what energy search does is +1 card and 25% chance of energize every turn. So you get extra card, which is good. And energize is the thing where you can do multiple things per turn. So that allows me to play 2 cards now, which is good. And I could also play craft supply, which gives me energize as well. So let's go full out and try to take out one of those janitors as quickly as possible. I always think I wasted that energize because I don't think you can stack more of it. Probably screwed that up, but whatever. Single strike or snapshot. What does this do again? Gives me more initiative. It doesn't hurt. Deals the same amount of damage as a single shot. So, oh yeah, if you're curious, like when it says 100% weapon damage, then damage is based on the weapon and your stats, and the cards just deal the weapon damage, and some of them deal 100%, some deal less, and some more. So let's see which one is which. Okay, I'm not gonna kill this one, so let's try to kill one of those 2 dummies. So let's just go for the middle one. That's 10 damage to the shield. That's good. And then let's do that again, because that hurts him a lot. And now I'm trying to finish him off. So that should be enough if I'm not getting super unlucky. That won't make it sure for sure though. If I get 3, I can get 9 damage with this, which would be terrible. That's very unlikely. Let's go for burst fire. Like if it happens, well, that was close. If it happens, it's not even that bad. Like, okay, he gets another shot in, and I take another turn, but like it's not great. But those guys will not overpower me. So I'm running low on shields, but I don't have a recharge. So I hope that I can maybe recharge. Nope. Well, I guess let's just kill them as quickly as possible in that case. Heavy strike, probably, definitely not provoking strike. Oh, I could go frag grenade. Yeah, let's do that. Frag grenade deals AoE damage, which is nice. And now I would like to charge his shield, but I guess we just go for single strikes. Oh no, wait, single shots, they deal more damage. So yeah, he has a melee and a ranged weapon, so he can have both melee and ranged attacks. Please don't. Okay. Shield getting very low. Control burst for lots of damage. Yeah, let's do that and hopefully take out this guy. I could shield boost instead. Yeah, but if I kill him, he doesn't get another turn, so that's good. Let's do that. Shield boosting gives lots of shield, but only temporary. It doesn't recharge the shield; it just boosts it temporarily for a few turns, which is usually enough though. So the question is now, can I kill him before he attacks again? Probably not. So let's go let's go the safe route here and go save recharge and give me some shield. No, little baby will deal some damage with an aimed shot probably, because that's pretty good. Very unlucky on the energize from the energy surge. So I get the extra cards, which means I have lots of cards available every turn, but I don't get the extra turn. Oh, now I got it. Okay, good. Okay, 2 turns with Domi, which is good because that means I can deal a lot of damage. Let's do that. 9 damage and another aim shot. And you can see, like, the decisions you make are not that interesting, which means combat gets a little repetitive after a while. Ooh. Like, you have some choices here and there, but they're not that meaningful. Most of the time you just go brute force, or at least maybe that depends on my team right now, because as I said, they have different classes and different stats, and therefore have different equipment and different cards. But with my team, at least, it's fairly repetitive so far. Like he's my main damage dealer. He's my tanky bruiser who also deals decent damage, and he's my support guy. He deals some damage, but mostly recharges the shield of the other two. Yeah, let's go aimed shot and try to take him out as quickly as possible. Yeah, combat also takes too long in some fights, which is also annoying. Yeah, sure. Throw a threat grenade. That dealt way less damage than expected. Not sure why. Okay, we're running on low on energy. Because this fight takes too long, so I definitely have to get back to base. Oh, I think he got a buff from his self-repair. Yeah, damage resistance. Will not save him. There are also some cards have missed chances, and there are some effects that give missed chances as well, so it's not always a 100% hit. Okay, we got another janitor part, which is good. That's also a quest item. Oh, I got a level up. Okay, cool. Good timing, because now I can show you how leveling up works. Who leveled up? Not this one. Oh, this one. Little baby's leveled up. So he's level 4 now, and he got 3 ability points to spend. So you have these ability trees, and you can choose things here if you want to. And you can upgrade them, which give you new cards and also upgrade the cards, at least the basic ability level 1 here, and those gives you some stat upgrades and stuff like that, or some bonus effects and stuff like that. And now I can apparently choose a specialization. Let's see. Oh, okay, I never actually got that far, so that's actually new to me. So I can be, okay, interesting. So we get different skills here. Ah, cool. So, oh, I can get some mental cards here. Merge. Ally, next target attack is blocked and they all become invisible for 1 turn. Oh, that sounds good. When blocked occurs, 11% chance to hit. Confuse the attacker. Invisibly break damage while merge is infect. You can also put some merge on another one. Okay, that's kind of cool. And okay, so there's a lot of options here to choose from. Oh yeah, that's actually lied earlier when I said all your cards come from equipment. Some of them come from your skills. Purify. Self and allies purge all effects. Okay. I mean, you should probably look here because that's the more interesting part. Battle command. Self and allies. 33% damage, 13% evasion, and 40% chance to energize when killing an enemy for next turn. Wow. That's an awesome buff. I want a strategist. It sounds cool. Let's go with that. So, are you sure you want to pick this one? This selection cannot change. Yeah, go with that. Okay, cool. And now I got more cards over here to choose from. I'm gonna go with merge. And I have another 2 points. So I could buff merge and get another merge card. Let's do that. Okay, cool. Good. So let's go back to the scanner and let's head back to the landing area. Because I'm getting really low on energy and I don't want to waste my energy cell if I don't have to. So recharging energy back at base is pretty cheap. So usually, like at the beginning of the game, I was a little hesitant to go back and wanted to use my energy meter effectively. But I learned that you just should go back. Yeah, you waste some energy by going back and forth, but energy recharging in the pawn shop is really cheap. It cost me 95 credits, which is not that much. And if you get in trouble because you're getting on low energy, then you usually lose way more. If you're getting in a fight when you're low on energy, that's really, really dangerous, and you usually waste all your energy cells. And as I said, you don't want to run out of those. So let's sell all junk. Let's do that, and then sell a little more because I don't need that anymore. That gives me some money. Mental tool is mod is not helping because I don't have a mental tool, so I'm gonna sell that as well. I might get one, but didn't got one so far. So usually I just sell anything. Damn it, I need one more janitor part. Okay, let's give that complete that quest though. The Wormling research, that gives me lots of money. That's good as well. I could hire mercs, but I would have to replace someone, so let's not do that. Let's heal him, and well, yeah, you can also research. I didn't have money yet to do anything useful here. Like this is fairly, like they're not that expensive. Like they cost a decent amount of money. Let's put it that way. But so far, I desperately needed all my money for repairing, for healing my characters mostly. Like taking damage is expensive in this game. Like it's really expensive. Reviving a character costs you 300 credits, and then they revive at I think 1 HP or very low HP amount, and you have to heal them up, which costs you even more usually. So you spend easily like 600 or more credits on reviving someone to full HP, which is, yeah, expensive, very expensive. You don't get that much money usually, especially if you don't complete quests, which is a problem. Because those quests are like the quests that are paying the contract. Well, let's like you can't see them here. The contracts that are paying are usually like this one pays good, but it means that I need those janitor robot parts, and they drop randomly. And like I have this quest from the beginning of the game, and I played for several hours, and I only just got my second part from this. So this is very, very random. It depends a little bit on which ship you are, because that changes what enemies you fight. I think at least. But yeah, it's completing those quests is pretty tedious and very, very random. And the quests which have like they're the main quests, which is just say find the data on the ship, they don't pay. And then I got a few other quests which were for specific ships, and those paid okay as well, and you can complete them like predictably, but they also take a lot of time. You usually have to run across the ship multiple times, so you have to explore the whole ship, which you usually want to do anyway, but still, like completing them is not trivial either. So getting money is not that easy in this game, and I feel like that maybe researching stuff would be good because it gives you decent bonuses. So for example, scanner range increases the scanner range. That's really good because that makes it more energy efficient. Or you can go for more energy reserve, which is also cool. So you can upgrade those things here. And that's very useful, but I didn't have the money for that yet. Energy cost reduction, that's pretty long-term effect as well, so that's good. Energy restoration, what's this doing? 50% more energy from consumables. Oh, okay, that's good, I guess. Passive scanning sounds really good as well. Increases your vision range. That's yeah, I really want that actually. But then again, I mean, it affects your energy stuff, which if you play carefully is not that big of a deal, I guess, because you just go back and refill it here, which makes it really cheap. So this is the space map. You can choose different ships. This one has this triangle, which I think means it's too hard for me right now. The game is pretty hard. It's very unforgiving. You can get wrecked pretty hard if you get in a bad fight. There's an option to flee. And you should take that option, but you should take that option at the beginning of the fight if you think, okay, no, I don't want to fight this. Because if you take that option when you're in a bad position already, then you're probably screwed. Because what the flee option means is that you have to wait for one turn for every one of your characters. So every one of your characters has to spend a complete action on fleeing. And that means that all your enemies get another shot in. And that can be pretty bad if you're low on HP already. So yeah, if you encounter a fight and think, okay, no, let's not do that, then take that option. If you're new to the game, well, good luck judging that. So the game is very unforgiving. But yeah, I made it harder for myself on purpose though. So I should mention that because there is a hardcore mode, which is, well, it's just an Iron Man mode. So you only have one save slot, and you can't have you cannot save scum basically. There's a normal mode as well where you can just use different save slots and load from whenever and retry things if you want to. But on the hardcore mode, you can't do that. So yeah, in that mode, the game is very unforgiving, which is kind of the point, I guess. But yeah, it's very random, so it can be a little bit frustrating, I guess. But yeah, that's most of the game. But this is a station hall where this is the guy who gives you your main quest. It's a sub-governor, and you can talk to him about various things. Let's not do that now. So let's time for me to go and leave this. I have a little small issue with this. Like, I accidentally clicked this way too many times. I wanted to click there and click there. Or I wanted to click there and click there. It happened like, I don't know, 10 or 20 times already. And the problem is there's no easy way out. You always have to spend at least 10 seconds here. Maybe a little less. Like you have to wait for this to go through. Did this, wait for this to go through. Press leave. Okay, maybe it's not 10 seconds if you're quick, but then it takes a while. In general, the game has an UI issue. Like I like how the interface is this interface is great. This station interface is really cool. Like it shows you the different stations, part of the station where you go and stuff. Like that works really well. It highlights them nicely, and that works well. But the game completely lacks any form of key bindings. It's completely mouse controlled, which is annoying as fuck. There would be so many good things to press keyboard buttons for. For example, opening the PDA. That would be great. Escape is not doing anything. Like it's not doing. Escape is not bound. Escape. Like it's not even opening the menu, which was not what I wanted to do. Well, actually, escape opening a menu would be good if tab is opening the PDA. You cannot even close the PDA. Oh, you can close the PDA to escape. Right, I forgot. Okay, that's the only use of escape. You can close the PDA or the menu, but that's it. I think you can't even go back. Oh, you can go back from here. Okay, never mind. You can use escape for a few things, but you don't open menus with it. You can't open the PDA with a button. It would be great to have different key bindings for those. So maybe tab to just open the PDA, and F1 or 1, 2, 3, 4 for the 4 different tabs. That would be great as well. And maybe a button for, I don't know, that's probably pretty decent. Maybe a button for scanning, that would be great as well. So yeah, I don't know. Key bindings would be good. Let's go back to the main menu and show you a few more things. This is the campaign mode I'm playing. There's an arena mode where you just have fights after each, like fight after fight after fight, if you really dig the fighting, which you don't. And then there's a settings menu, and it's okay. It can turn on and off tutorial, change language, and do some minor settings here. And you have video settings, which are very, very minor. No borderless window mode. I guess it's a 2D day game. It doesn't really need graphical settings. It would still be kind of nice to have a few more options here, especially borderless window would be very good. But well, yeah, and separate sound sliders, which is nice. But yeah, okay. So the settings menu is decent, but not great. Overall, but which is true for the full game. Like as I said, I really dig the way the game does the inventory system. That's really great. Like having your deck built based on the items you use. That's really cool. I like that idea, and I like how it is implemented with the mods as well, and it just works well, and it makes finding new items and new loot enjoyable. So that works really well, and digging around, like fiddling around with, oh, what's the best item for this guy, or do I switch this around and optimizing a little bit here and there. That's really cool. But it all falls down in the combat, because yeah, the choices you made during inventory selection, during item selection, they don't matter that much anymore. Like they still matter, don't get me wrong. Like having too few attack cards is a problem, for example. But yeah, most of the attack cards are pretty samey, and that's true for the shield cards as well. And I don't know, it's just there aren't too many cards either, at least so far. Well, I guess there are more, as we just saw when you upgrade your characters and stuff. But at the beginning of the game, it's not that much, and the game progresses very slowly. Like it's very slow actually. Like to complete this game, you probably take, I don't know, 20-30 hours. I would guess. That's just a rough estimate. Like I have no idea. That I'm just talking out of my ass here. But like I played this for, I don't know I think 4 hours or something along those lines to get this far. And yeah, I'm still level 4 of 10 and I didn't got that many spaceships either. So yeah, I don't know. I completed the main quest for 3 derelicts so far, I think. So yeah, it's very slow, which is not necessarily bad, but combine that with repetitive, not that great. I kind of dig the art style. No. I don't like the art style, but that's personal preference. Like I can't see that the art style is good, and I don't find it terrible either. It's just not my taste. But I appreciate that it is good. I just don't like it personally, I think. And I guess that's true for the full game. I appreciate that it's a decent game, but I just don't enjoy it that much. So I guess that sums it up fairly well. But yeah, as I said, it's not a bad game. If you're into this kind of stuff, then definitely check it out. Link is in the description below. As I said, the game was in early access for a year now and will leave on the 26th of October. And yeah, check it out for yourself if you're interested. It's called Deep Sky Derelicts. I'm TH Pion. Thanks a lot for watching. Have fun and see you next time.